Right, flows are here, custom flows specifically. They show up in a few places, but the thing I want to say first is please go read the documentation, right? Like if you go over to the GitLab docs, go to agent platform, go to flows, go to custom flows, they are all in here. They should tell you everything you need to know. Should being the keyword. If they don't tell you everything you need to know, we need to know about it so that we can add it to the docs so that the next person that comes here knows about it, right? So yeah, please read the docs, please use the docs, please tell us if there's anything missing from the docs. But yeah, the interesting thing. So custom flows, where do you find them? They are in all the same places that agents are. So if you've got a project with the right prerequisites, you can see what those prerequisites are in the docs. Then you should see it in your automate menu over here. So same as agents, you've now got flows as well. And again, same as agents, we've got enabled and we've got managed. Enabled are the ones that are running on your project. Managed are the ones that you've created in your project and can be run by anyone else, right? Again, exactly the same as agents. You can also create a new flow, or you can enable a flow from a group. We'll look at those later. The catalog is, unsurprisingly, the other place that you can find agents and flows. So you can see we've got these jump to things in the menu here now. We also have flows as well as agents. And on the catalog, if you come over from the explore page, we've got agents and we've got flows now. You may have seen the flows tab before. This is because we used to have a feature called third-party flows. That is still a feature, but we renamed it to external agents and then moved those over to the agents tab. So temporarily the flows tab disappeared, and anything that you will have seen in the flows tab previously is now in the agents tab. And now that we've enabled flows, you see different flows in here. There should only be two types of flows in the flows tab right now. Custom flows, which is what we're talking about today, and foundational flows, which are these ones here. So you see the little Tanuki icon. If you hover over it, you see these are created and maintained by GitLab. And you can go learn more about foundational flows here. Go click that link, go Google it. We're here to learn about custom flows today. Right, okay, so you can see all of these ones here, which are ones that are either public and are available to everyone, or are private and exist inside a group that I have access to. So you can see lots of people have been testing these already, which is great. I'm just going to move my face out the way because I'm going to click New Flow. I'm going to show you this very quickly. Again, this is all very similar to agents. So if you've created agents, you should be very familiar with this. We've got display name, we've got description, we've got the project that it's managed by, and the visibility. If you were to come here, clicking the New Flow button on a project, your managed by project would automatically be filled. But because we've come from the catalog, you have to select which project it is. The configuration is where it's different. This is YAML. It's not pipeline YAML like it is with external agents. This is specifically the Flow v1 registry YAML, or Flow registry v1 YAML. You can find everything you need to know about that in, unsurprisingly, the documentation, right? So if you come into this documentation page that I showed you before, you go down to create a flow, you can see all of these steps and this link here, which is a separate docs page, which is specifically all about the Flow registry YAML. If you've written any foundational flows for GitLab, or you've worked with the AI Gateway or workflow service before, this should be quite familiar to you. There's a lot you can do in here. This is quite complex, so do read through it. You can get away with the basics though, and honestly, if you pass this into Duo, they can do a very good job of helping you write your custom flows. Where are we? Here we are. So yes, when you go create a new one, you get this boilerplate, which has some basic features in there and lots of comments to tell you what these things do. So, you don't need the documentation to understand what's going on. Obviously, the documentation helps. This should make things a little bit easier. If YAML is not your thing, which I understand most people it's not, don't worry, there are more features coming later that will make this a lot easier to use, and the YAML will just be hidden away in the background and you don't need to worry about it. I am not going to create a new flow right now. I'm going to show you this other feature, which again, same for agents, and that's duplication. And let's see, feline fan. So this is one of Kian's tests. It's very silly, but it shows that this works quite well, right? So this is a flow which talks about cats. It will update the description of the MR or issue it's assigned to and post a comment when done. So, you can see it's not, there's not a lot in here. It's got the tool set to update the merge request. It also works on issues. There's a bunch of bits in here. You can read through that if you want. We are just going to go over here and duplicate it. We're going to call it cat facts. We'll keep everything else the same, but I will select my catalog test project. There we are. And let's go create that flow. Now, this is where it gets a little weird. And again, this is the same as agents, but you need to enable this in a top-level group before you can use it on a project. So you can see here, my top-level group is this lovely string, and then this is my project here. So we need to enable it in that group first. We are working on ways to make this a little bit simpler, but this is where we are at the minute, and there's reasons for that, which I'll go into shortly. For now, we can go enable that. There's some warnings here, but let's just enable it. And then, now that it's enabled in the group, we should go over to the project, come back over to our automate flows menu, and then we can go enable flow from group, and we can select our cat facts flow. And there we go, we've got the triggers here. So we've got mention, assign, and assign reviewer, which looks good. We'll leave them all on. We only really need assign, that's what it wanted. But yeah, so that's enabled now. And if we test this out, we go over to a merge request. We've got one here. And what did we say? We assign it to cat facts. Here we are. So this service account was created in the background, and this is largely the reason why we need it to be enabled by a top-level group owner, because they are the only ones with permission to create these service accounts. So yeah, the service account created. It's been assigned to the project. We can now assign cat facts to our issue. It's gone away and started doing its thing. These are asynchronous. You can generally leave them running. If you use the reviewer, it's very similar to that. Assign it, leave it, come back. While we wait, I'm going to talk about GitLab, specifically the GitLab project in the GitLab org group on gitlab.com. So that's 3 levels of GitLab. This is probably the project, or at least one of the projects inside the GitLab org group that you want to enable these flows on and start testing things. As I mentioned before, in order to enable these, you need a top-level group owner. That gets difficult for GitLab because we only have 2 top-level group owners for GitLab org. That is very deliberate. So we have created a bit of a system for you to request your flow to be enabled on whatever project or group it is you need. This. Go find this in the description. Basically, all you want to do is you need to record your own email address so that we can get in touch with you. Add the URL of the agent or flow that you want enabling. Select the triggers that you want to use, and then provide a reason for enabling it, and then give it a criticality. I know this is not ideal, but this is the way we have to do it for now. This won't be instant. As I said, there's 2 top-level group owners who are unsurprisingly quite busy. So this may take a few days to get a response on. But yeah, if you want to test it out, you can go create your own group and make sure you've got all the prerequisites. But if you want to use it day to day, you'll want to go over to this form and make sure you submit all of this. Okay, cat fact is done. Good. It has added some delightful cat facts to the MR description. Its favourite fact is definitely that cat purrs vibrate at a healing frequency. I didn't know that was a thing, but there you go. And let's see if we scroll up. The description hasn't changed, but maybe I need to refresh. There it is. So it's gone in, it's changed the merge request description, and everything works fine, right? There's some lovely cat facts here. This is AI. These might not be facts, but you get the point, right? This is a silly example that I could show in a quick demo. So that's the basics of flows. There's a bunch more things you can do, and there's even more things that you'll be able to do eventually. The majority of things that you can do with agents, you can do with flows. The difference between custom agents and custom flows is custom agents you can chat with. Custom flows you can trigger through. Right now we have assignees, reviewers, and directly app mention in them. There's more to come on that as well. So yeah, a good way to think of it is agents are synchronous because you chat with them, and flows are asynchronous because you assign them an issue, you disappear, you come back. But yeah, go read the documentation. Please do go read the documentation. Try and use these. Let us know where the documentation falls down. There's a lot of things that are in our heads that we maybe don't realize people need telling. So please tell us if there's anything that's a little that's missing from here, right? And give us feedback on the feature. Go use this. Go have fun. And I'll see you on the next one.